such that you can have a reference. Yes, my name is Robert Kawalya. I welcome you to this wonderful session of data analysis. We are going to look at descriptive statistics. Yes, what is descriptive statistics? Descriptive statistics, it gives us the methods that we can be able to use to analyze quantitative data like this one. So for this, we have this data set. It is about product. We have the region-wise performance, product performance, which quantity, unit price, store location, customer type, is it retail or wholesale, how much was the discount, which are the sales officers, what's the total price, payment methods. This is the quantitative data set that we have. So for us to be able to analyze this data set, we can be able to use statistical methods. There are quite many, but we need to understand a few. I'm sure we have ever had something called mode, uh, median. Mode is that number that appears most. That's a mode. Median, like what is that? The number that is in the middle. So the median comes from the middle, and then we have what we call the mean. The mean is the average. So if they ask you what is the average figure about maybe that these marks, what's the average? So the average can tell that whether we have performed well or not properly. Moving forward, we have what we call standard deviation, that is a little bit advanced statistics. We have skewness, and then we have kurtosis. So we as people who are on this call, we don't need to understand these things. Maybe we don't need to understand them, maybe on a deeper level, but just to have knowledge about them, you know. So statistical information, as I said, it is it is analyzed through those methods that I've mentioned. So we need to see them on how we can be able to use Excel to find those methods. So before Excel, if you don't use Excel, you need to get a calculator, you get the data set, and then you start calculating. You find fx, you find the x. Yeah, but Excel has solved everything. You don't need a calculator. What you do is just press with some buttons, as we are going to see. So, with that being shared with you, uh, now let us dive into this. So, for now, we are going to see, or we are going to come up with a pivot table that is analyzing the sales performance by each sales officer. We know what is the median, what is the mode, which number that is appearing most, what is the standard deviation, what is the standard deviation error, what is the skewness. Yes, and that's it. And then kurtosis as well, but through Excel. So now I'm going to give you a quick recap on how to come up with a pivot table. Pivot table are very, very important whenever we are analyzing data using Excel. So how do we come up with a pivot table? First of all, I said when you're coming up with a pivot table, you have numerous ways, but one of them is to first convert your data set into a table. So to come up with that, you need to just press on any cell and you press a combination of Control plus T, Control T, and then you'll be able to have your table done. And to move forward with that, you need to click on the insert button. After that, you can be able to see what we call a pivot table. Okay, Yes. So let us do that. Maybe we want to analyze um, the sales performance by each sales officer. So these are sales officers. We have Eve, we have Alice, we have Frank, we have Carlos, Diana, Bob, among many others. So if you want to see their sales contribution, how much do we get from this person? So let us do that, and then from that we shall be able to come up with the descriptive statistics. Um, any question as far as that is concerned? Team, any questions? Okay, so if we do not have any question, um, I think we can proceed. So now you click on the insert button to come up with a pivot table, and then you click on yes, yes, please. Hello, please just unmute yourself and speak. Okay, maybe it was a mistake. So if it's like that, we shall proceed. So if we click on the pivot table, it will ask which table. I think our table is table one. So we shall just click. Okay. So now we have we have the data, the data, this side under pivot table fields. So we can put the filter. Maybe we are interested in 2025, not all from 2023 or to 2025. So just interested. So we need to filter that. So what else do we need? We need the sales officers. So we shall search for them, salesperson, and then we put it under rows. So if we are interested in getting the price or the total price in terms of the sales value, you can put it under value, just dragging and dropping. So with that, I think we are done with that. So now what we need to do, briefly, you can, or optionally, you can just go and change the design layout for this pivot table. You can put that. You can as well, uh, choose the tabular format. You can say show in tabular, so that's such that it will appear like that. So if you want to put 1,000 separators, you can just go and click on home and then you put a comma. So please, we already did this some time back. I think if you're missing something, you can always refer to a recorded video that was shared. So now we have this data set. So now it's not convincing yet. So we said we're only interested in 2020, 2025. So we need to click here and we filter out some records. Sorry, let me first put this back. Let me first put the date back. Let me first put it back and I put it under columns such that I'm able to click. I want only the years. And I can put this back. Like I don't want quarters. I can put it back. I don't want this kind of date. I just want the years. So I am able to see, select multiple, and now I want to filter only 2025. So these are the sales performance in the year of 2025 or sales contribution. So with this, we can copy. You can just copy this pivot table, and now we want to do what we call descriptive statistics. So how do we find descriptive statistics? So usually, when you click on the home button, sometimes you can be able to find the word options. Options. So if you're not seeing it, sometimes you can come and click on any format on any shape, sorry, on any tab, and then you say customize ribbon, and then from that you can be able to see the options. So after that, you can go and click on add-ins. You click on add-ins. After clicking on add-ins, you choose the data analysis tool pack. Data analysis tool pack, this one, you select it, and then after you click on go, and then so now let us first remove it completely. Yeah, let me first remove it from, because it was already there, and then I repeat the process. So it is, if you click on data, it is supposed to come this side here. Hope you're able to see my cursor. So if you right click on the word data like this, to come with this, there's collapse ribbon, collapse or customize ribbon. So if you click on customize ribbon, or if you come and click on file, and then you scroll down, you will be able to see it. For now, for me, it's not there, but there's another way of seeing it. Maybe on your computer, I can be able to see it. So if I right click here, I'm able to see the word customize ribbon. Upon that, I can click on add-ins. Now we see the analysis tool pack. So once you click on it, or once you select it, you click on go, and then you need to first check it, and then you click OK. So after that, it is going to come in this side. So now it has come as data analysis. Hope we can be able to see it. So when you move on it, it is going to tell you these are tools for financial and scientific data analysis. So if you want to perform that, we can click on it just like that. You click on data analysis. After that, let us give some time. Yes, we want descriptive statistics. Hope you can be able to see it. Tim, can you be able to see the word descriptive statistics? It is here. You can select it. You click OK. Now it's going to ask us some questions. What is the input range? What is the output range? And then we must choose the layout in which we want our data to come in. So now what's the input range? We are going to put these figures for all of the sales officers, just highlighting them. And we go to output range, and we click here. Where do we want our result to go? Maybe in this cell. I can click on summary statistics. Just by that, our statistics is going to come with those methods: the mode, the median, the range, and standard deviation. So let me first maximize this. So what is going to come? It is going to give us the mean. The mean is the average, the standard error, the median. The median is the middle number. The mode. The mode is not there. We don't have any number that is repetitive. Standard deviation, it is this sample variation, and then we have what we call kurtosis or skewness. We have the range. Range, it is the difference between the highest value and the lowest value. So that is what we, and then also we have what we call the maximum and minimum. Minimum is the lowest. Sum is the total. So you're able to see that our information is wrong. Any mean is not applicable, so we don't have it. I'm going to repeat this process just once for those maybe that feel like they have not understood. I'm sure everything happens and quite challenging during the first time. Let me repeat the process. maybe what I didn't explain, it is skewness and kurtosis. So we have various methods of statistics. We have measures of central tenders. That's where we have the mean. We have the mean measures of central tenders. We have what we call the median. We have the median. The median is that middle number. We have um, we have the mode. That's also a measure of central tenders. We have range. Range is here. Range is a measure of spread out that is spreading. We have variance and we have standard deviation, and then also skewness. So skewness, most of the times data can, I don't know if we know what you call normal distribution. Normal distribution, let me see if I can draw something. Like, I don't know if we have some mathematicians here. Um, we used to have curves on how data is spreading. So data can if it's negative, it can be negatively or positively skewed or negatively skewed. So and everything has an implication. So if the tail is left is positively skewed, like it means data is moving on the right hand side. The negative is moving on the left hand side. So that is skewness in simple terms. And uh, kurtosis, it shows the flatness or thickness of the data. Like let's say we have people who have got 80, 90, 70, and there are those who have 20. There are so many. So if this is positive, what does it mean? So, are we having a flat peak or our data is peaked? Maybe we have a lot of high figures compared to the down ones. So, maybe I didn't talk about the count. Count is just showing uh, the number of maybe the product we are analyzing. We are six. That's why it is six. So now maybe let me redo this process for those that are maybe didn't get it for the first time. So we have this data set for sales. We have this table for the sales officers. Now what we want to do it is to analyze it uh, using data analytics that using descriptive statistics or statistical methods. So now let me first go back. In case you want to access the add-ins, actually add-ins are very important because most of the time we want to add something. You might not be able to see a certain formula here, but if you want it, you can go and use that. So you can right click on any tab, you click on customize the ribbon, you choose add-ins, analysis tool pack, or you click go, and then we want to first remove it and we click OK. So now, if you click on data, it will not be this side. So how do we put that function of data analysis? So you can right click on any cell, customize the ribbon, add-ins, you choose analysis tool pack, you click go, you choose the analysis tool pack in the available ones. There's a nice tool pack of VBA, the analysis Euro carries tools, sort of adding. Actually, there's also that is for advanced Excel. We cannot cover that in data analysis. So a nice tool pack, and after that, it will come the way you can be able to see it. Click on data, analysis, and after that we shall choose descriptive statistics. Um, Let us give it some time as it loads. We are going to choose descriptive statistics and then we click OK. The input range, what we are considering, these are the values. If they are like maybe 100, you put all of them, just like highlighting. You pick, we are on out input range. We highlight all the figures. Now we go to output range where we want our result to be. You can choose any cell. You can even choose to put your analysis here. You choose output range where you want, you can choose that cell, and then you want the summarized statistics, and then you click OK. It will come. It will come, and it has come now. So it is providing reliable data. The mean, I said mean means the average. What's the average value? Average, if we have 10, 20, 30, what is the average value? It will be the total over the number. So how many are they? There are three. 1, 2, 3. So if we add them, 10 plus 20, that is 30 plus 30, that is 60. So it will be 60 or divide by 3, and the average will be that. So median is that number that is in the what? In the middle, which is 10. That is the median. The mode, if we had maybe something like 10, so our mode would be 10 because they appear in most. If we are to have median, so I've talked about median. So if we are to talk about, what is it? If we are to talk about maximum, the maximum, it is the highest, which is 30. Minimum, it is 10. And then the range will be the highest minus the lowest. It will be 20. So that is the median. Sorry, the range. So measure of central tendency, data can be negatively or positively skewed. If it is positive, this figure is like if it is right skewed, it is positive. So this is positively skewed, and if it's negative, it means the tail it is moving more to the left. Kurtosis, it shows the thickness in the data. How, let's say if we are to have maybe 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, we have a lot of 70s and 80s, 90s, So how data is distributed? This is the lowest values. These are highest values. So if we are to say that, is it, it can be even flat. Eh? What is the thickness? Like if you look at the number of maybe the high values, they are more compared to these ones. So it means our data or the tail is more peaked in terms of distribution. So if it's negative kurtosis or positive kurtosis. And also, I think that's that. How do we get standard deviation? Standard deviation is just a square root of variance. So the variance is just the average of the squared deviations from the mean. So it shows how data is dispersed. They just show how data is spread, like spreads over time, or how data is spreading. We have the range. If you get the like measures of spread, we have range, variance, standard deviation, standard error. Yes. Uh, I wouldn't want to spend much time on this. This is something maybe we can always refer to. Actually, if like we thought it wise to give you this because somehow, somewhere, maybe in your organization, you might need to understand and analyze this data. Thank you. Back to you, my audience, for questions.